You're listening to an African Elements top news story for June 26, 2025. Please visit our website at africanelements.org for more daily news. Mamdani's upset, a new era for NYC politics. New York City witnessed a political earthquake when Zohran Mamdani, a Democratic socialist, secured a commanding lead in the Democratic mayoral primary. Mamdani is now expected to defeat former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo for the Democratic nomination. This victory signals a significant shift in the political landscape of one of America's largest cities. The win for Mamdani, a member of the Democratic Socialists of America, represents a powerful endorsement of socialist ideals among New York City voters. His campaign successfully championed ambitious egalitarian proposals. These proposals aim to make the city more affordable for working-class New Yorkers. This approach stands in stark contrast to traditional Democratic politics. It has garnered support from a diverse range of voters, including young people and residents in neighborhoods previously considered more moderate. Mamdani's campaign centered on a progressive platform with a strong focus on affordability. A cornerstone of his agenda is support for reparations and programs designed to improve the lives of Black New Yorkers. He has consistently reaffirmed his commitment to reparations. As mayor, he pledges to ensure his administration advances equality for Black New Yorkers. Mamdani emphasizes that New York City's historical participation in the slave trade and its enduring legacy through racist institutions necessitate reconciliation and repair. This perspective highlights the need to address historical injustices. As an assembly member, Mamdani supported New Yorkers for reparations. This initiative aims to address harm resulting from anti-Black discrimination. His key campaign issues also included creating more affordable housing, establishing city-owned grocery stores to reduce food prices, and making buses free. All of these ambitious proposals would be funded by tax increases on the wealthy. Critics have questioned the available infrastructure and feasibility of these plans. However, Mamdani's campaign successfully resonated with voters by focusing on tangible solutions to the high cost of living in New York City. Zohran Mamdani's political identity as a democratic socialist is central to his campaign and victory. This term describes a political ideology advocating for a democratic political system alongside a socialist economic system. In practice, this often means supporting policies that aim to reduce economic inequality, expand social welfare programs, and increase public control over essential services. Mamdani's affiliation with the Democratic Socialists of America further clarifies his ideological stance. The DSA is the largest socialist organization in the United States. It advocates for reforms within the existing democratic framework to achieve socialist goals. For Mamdani, this translates into concrete policy proposals like city-owned grocery stores and free public transportation. These ideas aim to directly address economic burdens faced by working-class residents. His victory is seen as a significant win for socialist ideals, demonstrating a shift in voter sentiment towards the left in New York City. This approach contrasts with traditional Democratic politics. It has garnered support from a diverse range of voters, including young people and those in neighborhoods previously considered more moderate. New York City's ranked choice voting system played a role in the primary outcome. While final vote tallies were pending, Mamdani's significant 7-point lead over Andrew Cuomo on primary night indicated a strong rejection of mainstream Democratic politics. Ranked choice voting allows voters to rank candidates in order of preference. If no candidate receives a majority of first-place votes, the candidate with the fewest votes is eliminated, and their votes are redistributed based on the voters' second choices. This process continues until one candidate achieves a majority. The RCV system likely helped consolidate support for Mamdani. This was especially true given the unusually high turnout among young voters who strongly favored him. This system can benefit candidates who appeal to a broad base of voters as second or third choices. Ultimately, it contributes to a more representative outcome. Mamdani's success in mobilizing a dedicated base, combined with his appeal across various voter preferences, allowed him to thrive under this electoral mechanism. Andrew Cuomo, the former New York governor, attempted a political comeback by running for mayor of New York City. He had resigned amidst scandal 4 years prior. His campaign largely presented him as a common-sense moderate. He relied heavily on establishment endorsements and donor dollars. Some of these funds even came from figures who also support current President Donald Trump. However, his bid was significantly hampered by the sexual harassment allegations that led to his resignation. Mamdani's victory over Cuomo, despite the latter's financial backing and establishment support, signifies a strong rejection of traditional Democratic politics. It also indicates a desire for new leadership in New York City. Cuomo conceded to Mamdani on Tuesday night, acknowledging Mamdani's successful campaign in inspiring young voters. Cuomo has indicated he may run as an independent in the general election. Mamdani's apparent win quickly drew sharp criticism from across the political spectrum. Republican Representative Elise Stefanik, a staunch ally of current President Donald Trump, labeled Mamdani as radical and made various accusations. Stefanik released a statement calling Mamdani a radical, defund the police, communist, raging anti-Semite. These terms are often used by conservative politicians to criticize progressive candidates and policies. Stefanik's history includes backing a lawsuit attempting to invalidate Joe Biden's victory and voting to reject some of his electoral votes on January 6th. Current New York Mayor Eric Adams, who is running for re-election as an independent, also criticized Mamdani. Adams called Mamdani a snake oil salesman during an appearance on Fox and Friends. This insult reflects the political tension between the more centrist Adams and the progressive Mamdani. Adams has faced sinking approval ratings due to a corruption scandal and his perceived cozying up to the Trump administration. The criticisms from both Stefanik and Adams highlight the deep ideological divides that Mamdani's candidacy has exposed in New York politics. Mamdani's victory is widely seen as a powerful message to the Democratic establishment. Dan Pfeiffer, a former aide to President Barack Obama, stated that Democrats have a lot to learn from Mamdani. Pfeiffer suggested that Mamdani's success is a blaringly loud message to those in the Democratic establishment who cling to old politics and are afraid to speak out. This sentiment reflects a growing divide within the Democratic Party between its progressive wing and more traditional centrist elements. Mamdani's win suggests that a platform focused on bold, egalitarian proposals can resonate with voters, even in the face of well-funded, establishment-backed opponents. It challenges the notion that Democrats must always adopt a moderate stance to win elections. Instead, it highlights the potential for candidates who are willing to openly address issues of class and economic inequality. As the presumptive Democratic nominee, Zohran Mamdani will face significant challenges in the general election. He is set to confront the incumbent mayor, Eric Adams, who is running on an independent ballot line. Adams' independent run, under the End Antisemitism ballot line, adds another layer of complexity to the race. There is also the possibility that Andrew Cuomo, having lost the Democratic primary, will run as an independent. Mamdani's campaign anticipates a substantial influx of money from powerful interests. These include the pro-Israel lobby and real estate developers. This spending is expected to exceed the already massive amounts seen in the primary. Despite these hurdles, Mamdani's campaign has already transformed what could have been a local mayoral race into a national and international political event. It has forced a broader discussion on class and resource distribution. If Mamdani wins the general election in November, he would be New York's first South Asian and Muslim mayor. Zohran Mamdani's primary victory was significantly bolstered by unusually high turnout among young voters. These young voters overwhelmingly favored him. This indicates a strong interest in leftist politics among this demographic. The energy and engagement of younger generations played a crucial role in propelling Mamdani to victory against a well-known political figure like Andrew Cuomo. Furthermore, Mamdani's success extended beyond traditionally progressive areas. This demonstrates an appeal to Democratic voters in various neighborhoods, including those previously considered more moderate. Copyright African Elements.